This event is a tribute to late Honorable Justice G.D. Kamat, a towering figure of the legal fraternity. Sir was a member of the Senate and a law faculty member at Bombay University, and went on to become the Chief Justice of the Gujarat High Court with effect from July 1st, 1996, the first Goan to have accomplished such a commendable feat. He had an exceedingly illustrious career, spanning more than 3 decades as a Doan of the legal fraternity. Retiring on January 5th, 1997, leaving eternal footprints on the sands of not only Goa's, but India's legal landscape. Late Honorable Justice G.D. Kamat was a legal laureate par excellence. Born on January 5th, 1937, he was enrolled as an advocate by the Maharashtra Bar Council on August 10, 1962, and commenced his practice back in Bombay in 1963. And in 1964, he started his practice in his home state of Goa. He also held the post of public prosecutor and was an advocate for the Customs and Central Excise Departments of the Government of India. It is with immense gratitude that we thank the trustees of the Justice G.D. Kamat Charitable Trust for empowering us to continue to celebrate his legacy through the 3rd edition of this Moot Court competition. It is a profound privilege to extend a warm and respectful welcome to our esteemed chief guest for the evening, Honorable Sri Justice Valmiki Menezes, a distinguished member of the judiciary. His unwavering commitment to justice and his remarkable contribution to the legal fraternity make his presence here truly invaluable. We are honored to have him with us today to grace this occasion with his wisdom and insights. We also have among us the very distinguished Mr. A.E. Barreto, Director Legal and Company Secretary, Devi Shirvani Education Society, and Dr. Ajay Vaidya, Trustee of the Justice G.D. Kamat Charitable Trust. Accompanying them, we have our Principal, Dr. Shabir Ali Ji Sir, our Faculty Coordinator, Dr. Sonal Sardesai Ma'am, and the Student Convener, Ms. Savni Prabhudesai. Lighting a diya symbolizes an auspicious start, signifying the victory of light over darkness, knowledge over ignorance, and good over evil. It invokes divine blessings, removes negativity, and represents wisdom, purity, and prosperity. I request Honorable Sri Justice Valmiki Menezes Sir, our Principal, Dr. Shabir Ali Ji Sir, Dr. Ajay Vaidya, Mr. A.E. Barreto, Advocate Neenat Kamat, Faculty Coordinator, Dr. Sonal Sardesai Ma'am, and Student Convener, Ms. Savni Prabhudesai, to proceed for the lamp lighting ceremony. We also request any 2 participants to join them in the lighting of the lamp.
Pela.
As we commence this esteemed ceremony, I request our principal to escort the distinguished dignitaries to grace the dais. To be inspired is great, but to be an inspiration is an honor. As a token of our appreciation, we will now like to extend a floral welcome to our esteemed dignitaries. I request our principal to present a bouquet to our esteemed chief guest, Honorable Shri Justice Valmiki Menezes, sir. Thank you, sir. I now request Faculty Coordinator, Dr. Sonal Sardesai ma'am, to present a bouquet to Dr. Ajay Vaidya, Trustee of the Justice G.D. Kamat Charitable Trust. Thank you, ma'am. I request Student Convener, Ms. Savni Prabhudesai, to present a bouquet to Mr. A.E. Barreto, Director Legal and Company Secretary, Devi Shirvani Education Society. Thank you, Savni. Finally, I request Ms. Prapti, Head of Socials Department, to present a rose to our Principal, a Faculty Coordinator and a Student Convener. As a token of a heartfelt appreciation, I now request Ms. Prapti to kindly present roses to Srimati Kumut Kamat, Mrs. Natasha Vatsa, Mr. Neena Kamat, and Senior Advocate Suresh Lothekar. With that, we now invite the guiding force behind our institution, our principal, Dr. Shabir Ali Jisa, to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening, all of you. A warm welcome to each and everyone joined for today's inaugural event. This event is started 3 years back and is the third year of Justice G.D. Kamat National Memorial Moot Court Competition. I think when I was speaking with the senior advocate, Suresh Medical sir, I informed that why don't you start Moot Court Competition? And he said that yes, you are starting, sir. And the sir said that I am there, you can start. And the sir came with Justice G.D. Kamat. Sir name said that we will start with the name of Justice G.D. Kamat. Thank you, sir, for inspiration and joining with us. I think this is a hat-trick for us. This is the third event of Justice G.D. Kamat National Memorial Moot Court Competition. So we want to see the talent of the students. And this year we got 26 teams. And there are 4 teams in waiting list, which is Inauguration Moot Court Competition. And every year we take generally 24 teams. This time we went with 26 teams. And now next 2 days they are going to showcase their talent and how best they are in the different events and arguments, research skills. They are going to showcase their talent, and the best team is going to win the competition every year. During this event, it's my privilege to welcome all of you for this event. First, let me welcome the Chief Guest of today's program, Honorable Sri Justice Valmiki Medias, Judge, High Court of Bombay or Goa. During his busy schedule, sir accepted to be the Chief Guest of today's function. A heartfelt welcome, sir, for coming and being with us during this national function. Let me welcome the degrees on the dais, Sri A.E. Bereto, the Director Legal, Company Secretary, and he is also member of Managing Committee. Warm welcome to you, sir, for this event. Let me welcome Dr. Ajay Vaidya, Trustee, Justice G.D. Kamat Charitable Trust. Welcome you, sir, for this event. My colleague and friend convener, Dr. Sonal Desai and Ms. Savani Desai for this event. Let me welcome the most important dignitaries on the stage. Mrs. Kamat Madam, welcome Madam for this event. Justice Saraswati sir, for your every event, sir said that I am there. Even last time I had an event, and there we have seen a senior judge of High Court of Bombay, Justice Karnik, and sir was here, and they only just went program about Constitution Day. Sir was here, and sir gave the occasion. Thank you, sir. Thank you for today's event also for coming and giving the occasion. And trustees of Justice G.D. Kamat, Mr. Ninad Kamat and Mrs. Ninad Kamat, and Ullas Kamat sir, welcome you for this event. All the trustees who are here, and some people I don't know the names. All of you welcome for this event. My colleagues, Dr. M.R.K. Prasad, CMOS faculty, our administrator, who is always with us and he is looking care of all the logistics and the beautiful arrangements in the college. And all my colleagues who are here today, a warm welcome to you for this event. And this event would not have been possible without the participation of people came from different states to take part in this event and to showcase their talent. I welcome all the participants to this event, and I wish you all the best for the event, and the best team should win during the competition. Let me welcome all the student volunteers, the various departments, various departments, OC team, plus all the student volunteers, because they are working always more than 10 days, doing a lot of activities, invitations, stage arrangements. They took part in all the events during the event. A warm welcome to each and everyone for this event. All the invitees who are here, a warm welcome to each and everyone. As I miss anyone, it's not intentional. Please can you excuse me? A warm welcome to each and everyone. Before winding up, just be able हिंदी शायरी जीतेंगे हम ये वादा करो, जीतेंगे हम ये वादा करो, कोशिश हमेशा ज्यादा करो, कोशिश हमेशा ज्यादा करो, किस्मत भी रूठे पर हिम्मत ना टूटे, किस्मत भी रूठे पर हिम्मत ना टूटे, मजबूत इतना इरादा करो. थैंक यू. ऑल द बेस्ट. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and setting the perfect tone for this competition. As Henry Ford famously said, coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. As we embark on this exciting journey over the next few days, I would request the faculty coordinator, Dr. Sonal Sardesai ma'am, to share her insight and officially set the tone for the event with her opening remarks.
Greetings to one and all present here today evening. I, Dr. Sonal Sardesai, am standing before you to present a glimpse of the forthcoming events during the next 3 days of our 3rd edition of Justice G.D. Kamat Memorial National Level Moot Court Competition. Our college has collaborated with Justice G.D. Kamat Charitable Trust in presenting this event to you. We have participation of 26 teams who registered today afternoon. We had a researcher's test that was conducted, followed by draw of lots along with memorial exchange, which was setting the tone for the preliminary rounds. Tomorrow morning we would be witnessing the preliminary rounds, that is preliminary round 1 and preliminary round 2. Post lunch we would have the draw of lots and memorial exchange for quarterfinals. The day will conclude with declaration of results, draw of lots and memorial exchange for the semi-finals. So day 2, that is the after tomorrow, we will begin with the semi-finals, followed by, after the declaration of result, followed by draw of lots, memorial exchange for the final round. Thereafter, we will witness the final round in the college moot court room, and we will conclude the 3-day event with a valedictory ceremony that will mark the end of Justice G.D. Kamat 3rd edition, which we are starting from today. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for that insightful overview. It is now my honor to invite Mr. A.E. Barreto, Director Legal and Company Secretary, VMSCL Corporation Private Limited, and the member of the Governing Council, Devi Sharvani Education Society, to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Guest, Justice Valmiki Menezes, Judge, High Court of Bombay and Goa, Dr. Shabir Ali, Principal Law College, Dr. Sonal Sardesai, Faculty Coordinator, Dr. Ajay Vaidya, Trustee, G.D. Kamat Charitable Trust, Distinguished Mrs. Kamat, Senior Counsel, Rotary, distinguished faculty members, respected guests, students and participants. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the 3rd edition of Justice G.D. Kamat Memorial Moot Court Competition. It is indeed a moment of immense pride for us to host such an event, bringing together some of the brightest legal minds from across the country to engage in rigorous advocacy, critical thinking, and spirited debate. At the outset, I extend my deepest gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Valmiki Menezes, for gracing this occasion with his esteemed presence. Sir, your participation in today's event is a testament to the significance of the Moot Court competitions in shaping the future of legal professionals. Your words of wisdom and insights will undoubtedly inspire our young advocates. The management believes that legal education extends beyond textbooks and classrooms. Practice of law is not just about knowing the statutes, but also about reasoning, critical thinking, and articulation. It is for this reason that we are committed to nurturing the next generation of legal professionals by providing top-notch facilities, guidance and exposure, spending substantial funds in the process. We continue to invest in the development of our students because we believe that they are the future torchbearers of justice. I must commend our faculty members, mentors, for their relentless dedication in organizing this event. Organizing a moot court competition requires immense effort, from selecting relevant legal issues to preparing memorials and delivering compelling arguments. To our participating students, this is your platform to showcase your legal acumen. Whether you win or not, the experience you gain today will be invaluable in your journey as future legal professionals. Mooting is not just about debating legal points. It is about understanding the sense of justice and the impact of law on society. Take this opportunity to learn, grow, and refine your advocacy skills. Once again, I extend my deepest appreciation to everyone involved in making this event a success. I wish all the participants the very best, argue with passion, uphold the principles of law, and most importantly, enjoy the learning experience. I leave you with famous quotes from Justice Benjamin Cardozo, former US Supreme Court Justice. In the end, the great truth will have been learned, that the quest is greater than what is sought, the effort finer than the prize, the victory cheap and hollow unless it is won in a fair fight. You may think that you are right, but the law is always what the judges say it is. I'll leave you now with an incident where in a moot court competition, there was a student advocate who got so excited in arguing his case that his hand touched the glass which was on the podium, and the glass spilled the water. And then all the judges looked at him, what the hell is happening? So he looked up at them and said very calmly, "Sir, I hope my arguments hold more water than this glass did." Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of encouragement. It is my absolute privilege to introduce a distinguished individual whose contributions span across medicine, art, and education. Dr. Ajay M. Vaidya, an esteemed trustee of the Justice G. Kamat Charitable Trust. A practicing ophthalmologist for over 35 years, Dr. Vaidya is a proud alumnus of Goa Medical College and a gold medalist in anatomy from Bombay University. While his expertise lies in medicine, his passion for theatre and cultural arts have made him a revered figure in Goa's artistic landscape. Beyond his medical profession, he has played a vital role in promoting education and culture, serving as the Vice President of the Mushrifan Sanstha. Recognizing his immense contribution to the cultural sphere of Goa, the Government of Goa and Kala Academy honored him with the Kala Samman Puraskar, Goa State Cultural Award. It is now my honor to invite Dr. Ajay Vaidya to address the gathering.
Honorable Sri Justice Valmiki Meneses, other dignitaries on the days of the days, Srimati Moot Kamat, my mentor, Dasbai's family. Friends, all of you are aware that Justice Kamat was the first Goan lawyer to be elevated as Justice of the High Court and the first Goan judge to be the Chief Justice of the High Court. After his untimely demise on 27th January 2015, his friends, well-wishers and his juniors joined hands and formed this charitable trust to keep his memories alive. Ladies and gentlemen, expecting and accepting are two sides of life, where expecting ends in tears, while accepting makes you cheer. Therefore, accept the life the way it comes. Justice G.D. Kamat was one such person who graciously accepted everything and anything that came along his path. He was focused, dedicated, and disciplined in his profession. He grew with humanity, humility, and humor as the essence of his life. He was a best friend to so many people because he made their problems his own problems. He did not allow his friends to go through the problems alone. He never stopped doing his best because someone did not give him the credit. His pockets were full of an invisible currency which is very hard to earn and easy to lose. The name of this currency is trust. Friends, life is a series of moments, miracles and experience. Enjoy every moment. Notice the miracles and learn from experience. Life is run by faith and won by grace. Justice Kamat had accepted hard work, honesty and skill as the base of his life. He converted all his promises into his commitments and honored them. He was very honest when in trouble and simple when in wealth. He was very polite when in authority and silent when in anger. Maybe this was the secret of his life management. He had only two expressions perpetually on his face: an innocuous smile and a charming calm. Smile to solve the problems and calm to keep the problems away. He was always a source of inspiration to all of us because his words did not carry only meaning, but they carried genuine intention. There are essentially two things, friends, that will make you wise: the books you read and the people you meet. He loved meeting people and listened to them very, very patiently. Ladies and gentlemen, your worth consists in what you are and not what you had. I do not know what and how much Justice Kamat had, but I have a pinchful of what he had when he gave to me somewhere 2 decades back, which is enough for me for lifelong. I will conclude with these valuable and precious thoughts. If change of glasses improves your eyesight, a change of thoughts will improve your life. Full stop is not an end. Full stop is not an end because we can always write a new sentence after it. Similarly, friends, mistakes is not the end, but it is the beginning of success. And the third one, talk to someone who makes you happy, but never miss to talk with someone who feels happy to talk to you. Daswai was the last person. He was always happy and he knew who would like to talk to him. And his habit was, when somebody started talking to him, he would catch his hand and not leave it till he wanted him to go. You had to listen to him and he listened to you equally patiently. Friends, as we trustees of the G.D. Kamat Charitable Trust are proud, pleased and honored to see that the organizers have named this competition as Justice G.D. Kamat Memorial National Moot Court Competition, which is befitting to the person and his personality. May the best team win. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of encouragement. I would now like to invite my co-host, Siddhant Sardesai, to take over. Thank you.
Thank you, Diya. It is my honor and privilege to introduce our chief guest for today's inaugural function, Honorable Shri Justice Valmiki Menezes, a name synonymous with excellence in law. Born on July 29, 1967 in Goavella, Iswadi, Justice Menezes pursued his early education at Sharda Mandir High School, Miramar, before earning a Bachelor of Arts in English Literature from Dempe College of Arts and Science. He later obtained his LLB degree from MS College of Law, Miramar, now the B.M. Sargaonkar College of Law, and was enrolled as an advocate with the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa on August 25, 1992. With an illustrious legal career spanning over 3 decades, Justice Menezes specialized in civil and constitutional law, labor and service law, environmental law, commercial and tax law, company law, public interest litigations, and matters under the Portuguese Civil Code. His extensive practice included appearances before the High Court of Bombay at Goa, as well as the District and Sessions Courts of North and South Goa, industrial tribunals, and administrative tribunals. His dedication to the legal fraternity was further reflected in his service as both President and Secretary of the Goa High Court Bar Association. Recognizing his expertise and commitment to justice, Justice Menezes was elevated as an additional judge of the High Court of Judicature at Bombay on July 19, 2022. His exemplary service led to his appointment as a permanent judge of the High Court of Bombay on March 27, 2024. Beyond his judicial responsibilities, Justice Menezes is an ardent sports enthusiast with a keen interest in football, swimming, and martial arts. An avid reader, he deeply enjoys literature on history, natural science, and social and cultural anthropology. His Lordship has played a pivotal role in upholding the principles of justice with distinction, and his contributions to the legal fraternity are truly commendable. We are privileged to have him among us today, and we now most humbly request Honorable Shri Justice Valmiki Menezes to address the gathering.
respected dignitaries on the place, Mrs. Konkani, Senior Advocate, Mr. Cometiton, the members of the legal fraternity, and all my young friends. It's really heartwarming to be back in my alma mater. Yes, Mr. Rodriguez has a big smile on his face. I'm sure it brings back memories to him as well of those days spent in the college. It's also with a sense of pride that I stand here today, back at college, sort of doing the full circle. The sense of nostalgia that I have revives a lot of memories, not just of the college life, our professors, but I'd like to add a few things to what Dr. Vaidya said. Justice Kamat, Das to his peers, that's the name that he was known by. To us, the younger lot, we gave him a code name, GVK. That's how we referred to him, GVK. Our initial years, when we were in law college, we spent just part of the academic time here. But we spent a larger time perhaps following people like Senior Advocate Mr. Lotrikar and many of the other advocates to the High Court. And we spent our day in the High Court listening to court craft, listening to submissions of all the tall advocates who stood there. In those days, we were very lucky to have people like, apart from the greats from the Goa Bar, they were great legal luminaries like Senior Advocate Ashok Desai, Ram Jetkalani, Justice Govindan Nariman himself, he was later Justice Govindan Nariman, and the like, Mr. Senior Advocate Vali Nariman, who is known now. So we had a fair degree of exposure while we were in college and immediately after we joined the profession to the court craft, demonstration of court craft of that kind of level. And we remember Justice Kamat very fondly. He was by then the senior most judge here in Goa. He was always calm, composed, great sense of humor and quote. He was the kind of person who looked out for the justice of the matter. He wasn't bothered with procedures, he wasn't bothered with all the rules. He just got to where the injustice was and he would right the injustice. I mean that was what we learned. He worked with a passion and with his heart in it. And what I took from that right through my career, and I today, looking back at those days, that was the benchmark. That was, and that is today what I would always strive to be. He stood for being the perfect judge in terms of his approach to the law, his approach to justice. Apart from his affable nature in court, as Dr. Vaidya said, as members of the bar, we had a lot of issues. We had lots of issues to tackle on the administrative side as members of the committees of the bar. He was a person who was always approachable. His doors were always open. He addressed issues, never sidetracked them, never bypassed them. And the manner in which he approached them was always with humanity. I still remember the description what Dr. Vaidya gave. Hold your hand and sort the issues and take the bait. That was his approach. And I think to a great extent we miss out on that in today's times. Things have changed. The society has different priorities. Younger people have different priorities, and the interpersonal relationships that we had in those days, the bonds in society, those to some extent have got degraded. There is no individuality nowadays. So I think it would stand us all in good stead. I don't need to pontificate to the students here, but I think it would stand us in good stead to follow the principles that those great scholars stood for. I think it's time to perhaps have a correction in our course that we take in the decades to come, especially in the profession of law. Now, there are a few other things which I will take the opportunity using this forum. Mr. Barreto did bring up the question of what would be expected of students in the generations to come. Moot courts are a very good direction that the student should take to learn court craft. But as most of you would know, moot courts are slightly removed from what happens on the battlefield. You don't see the blood and gore. You don't see the sharp situations that you have in courts very often. Often the critical thinking that has to happen on your feet and come up with immediate answers. You may not exactly learn that in the court. So I would take this opportunity. What we have realized is that there is a few number of students who get past law colleges who tend to join litigation practice. Perhaps the corporates or the solicitors firms offer you very good pay packets. They do campus interviews, and it sounds very lucrative. And nothing wrong if you go down that path. But to a great extent, this is what we have noticed, is that there are fewer young minds coming into the litigation field, and we would like to change that. And I say we, I mean to say the entire legal system, whether it's the courts, the lawyers, I'm sure, have the same issues. I think it's time to change that, and to change the perception that because it takes time to establish yourself in the litigation field, it's not worth it. Believe me, it's worth it. It's worth it, and I would make an ardent request to the managements of this college and generally to all colleges and to the faculties. Your students spend usually a month or 15 days on internships with us or with lawyers. But if we could work in some way of increasing that to somewhere around 5-fold on rotation basis, and we could have more students coming in right from the second and third year. I can tell you one thing for sure, the courts would lend all the support it can. The High Court here in Goa would definitely lend all the support it can in taking in as many interns, because it's only when you do an internship within the court atmosphere, within the atmosphere of where you actually see, the battles happen, the research done, the drafting, the court draft. It's like a doctor who does medicine and never sees the water, never examines the patient. So going back to when we completed law, our professors were mainly practicing lawyers. That has changed. The Bar Council has changed its approach. There is more emphasis on academics, but that's good. But there has to be perhaps a slight change, a course correction, where we need to have more students coming to court and spending more time to court. I, for one, would lend all the support. I know my colleagues here in Goa would, and my colleagues in the Bombay High Court are very keen on having this new approach. The district judiciary as well would certainly, I'm sure, volunteer in taking more interns and giving them longer hours of exposure to what happens at courts. So before I end, I'd like to just share with you a small thing that my father told me. He said when he heard that I wanted to do law, I changed streams from science to arts and then jumped into law at first. He said the legal profession is a very harsh profession. I believe it is, but this is not to dissuade you from continuing there. It's a harsh profession for many reasons. But he also said, if you get into this profession, take it up with all the passion. It's a harsh profession for many reasons. It's very harsh for women especially. It might sound a little dark what I say, but the fact of the matter is women deal with, and that's a fact, they deal with a lot of fixed norms and ideas. It's male dominated. So my request would be to your male counterparts who want to get into the profession, please extend all the support you can to your women colleagues. We have today 70% of the judges in the district judiciary are women. Probably Goa is the leader in that area, apart from Delhi. And that says a lot for the fact that in the judiciary there appears to be more stability and more support for, and probably a lesser of a gender bias. In the profession, sadly that's a little different. But I think we should see more women coming into this profession. I think your ratio right now is probably 70 to 30. So we should see that in terms of a reflection in the profession, where we need to see 50% success, a lot more women coming to the profession, litigation, and I hope to see that happening in the near future. Thanks for having me here. Thanks for me. It's a homecoming, and I hope to see many of you at the High Court. All the best to all the teams. It's good to see this. There are 26 teams. Welcome to all the teams from other states. Good luck to you, and thanks.
Thank you, Your Lordship, for sharing such an enlightening and thought-provoking speech. Your words have truly inspired us and added great value to this event. As a token of our deep appreciation and gratitude I now request our esteemed principal to kindly present a memento to our distinguished chief guest. This gesture symbolizes our heartfelt thanks for their invaluable presence, time, and inspiring words, which have truly enriched this occasion. And now we arrive at the moment of grandeur, the unveiling of the symbols of triumph, the trophies. Now, with great anticipation, we invite our principal to escort our esteemed dignitaries for the grand unveiling. I also request our honorable chief guest and Dr. Ajay Vaidya to do the honors.
Relax. Relax. So,